Hello everyone. So I'm dropping this video because I've had people asking me different questions about how they can stream, how to record videos. So I'll be showing you how you can stream and record with OBS Studio. Just a very short course. So this is like a quick course on OBS Studio that will just put you on the track of streaming and recording of videos using OBS Studio. So let's just dive straight in and let's kick off. So first of all, you might be wondering what OBS Studio is. So OBS is a streaming and recording software, and OBS stands for Open Broadcaster Software. So it's used for broadcasting, it's used for live streaming, and you can also use it for recording your videos. So if you're a content creator and you're looking for a software for recording your videos or streaming your content, OBS is a very good option for you. It's basic, very easy to use, and it is not a very heavy software. So let's kick off. So the first thing you need to do is I'm going to show you how to download OBS. So let's get into it. So on my laptop, yes, so let's go. All right. So the first thing I want to show you is how you can download OBS in your computer. All right, so I'm going to start by launching my browser. Sorry about that. So on your Chrome, so I'm using Chrome now. Any browser you are using, you are good to go. So you just type OBS Studios. So I want to show you a very easy way to download OBS Studio to your laptop. So I open, so you see this link here, Open Broadcaster Software, OBS. That's the link you are using. So what you just do is you can come and click on download. So click on download. Then yes, so one good thing about OBS Studio is that it's cross-platform. You can, if you are running Windows, you are running Mac, Linux, OBS Studio is available for you. So it doesn't matter where the operating system you are running. OBS is available. It's open source. You can run it in any platform, and it doesn't really require a very strong hardware for use compared to some other softwares. So you can use OBS for your content, and it's very nice. So let's continue. So I'm using a Windows. So if you are running Mac, you can just select the Mac and it will take you to the downloads link for Mac. For Linux, click on the Linux. You get it on Linux, but I'm running it on a Windows laptop. So I just click download installer. So once I click there, it starts downloading. So my download is complete now. Once my download is complete, you can click on this to just run the installation. You can go to your download folder and select it, but the fastest way, just click on this open icon from your Chrome. But if you are not running Chrome, it might be a different way. If you are using maybe Firefox or Microsoft Edge or Safari, so you might have to go to your download folder to run it and install it. So OBS is installing on my laptop now. Let me just do a rearrangement. So let's just hold on. Yes, my installation is complete. So I'll just launch OBS. I'll launch it. So I just have to wait for it to launch. Yes, OBS is opening. So this is the setup wizard, but I don't want to use this. I want to set it manually, so I'll just cancel this, then maximize this. So this is OBS Studio. So the first thing I do when I install OBS in any system, I take it to studio mode. But here, this is your preview. So this is your preview. Then you have here your control action buttons. So start streaming, start recording, virtual cam, studio mode, settings, exit. So you have transitions here, have fade, you have transition duration. You can add other transitions. This audio mixer. So this is where all, like any audio input you have, comes here. Then this is sources. We have sources. So we are going to talk about all these stuff. Then these are your scenes. So this is your menu bar. So the first thing I do, like I mentioned, once I install OBS, is I switch to studio mode. So what this studio mode does is, let's say for example, I have something to display and I want to confirm if it's that thing I want to show, I want to display. So the preview will help me see it first before sending it live. So if you are going live with OBS Studios, it's advisable you use preview mode, except you have gotten to that level where you know that, okay, nobody, in fact, let me just say, nobody's above mistake. There are some times that you just bring in sources and it will go live straight. So to avoid issues like that, switch to studio mode so that you can preview what you are bringing inside OBS before sending it live. So that's like a quick tip for you. You understand? All right, so let's continue. So I have my OBS interface here, and we have our preview and we have program. So take these two as screens. So the program scene is what your viewers will be seeing. Then the preview screen is what you are seeing. So only you have access to your preview scene, but you also have access to program, because you have to also know what your viewers are seeing, right? So what you do is, anything you want to go live, like you want to send like maybe a presentation, images, videos, stuff like that, graphics, you preview them first before sending them live. So anything you send live will go to your program scene, right? Yeah, it goes there. All right, so let's continue. So I have my interface here, then I have my file, so it's a crash course, so I might not really go into detail, but I assure you, if you watch this video, like if you get to the end of this video, you can start streaming and you won't have any issue. You like have a good knowledge of what you can do with OBS, of how to live stream and how to record your videos. So let me just take you through the settings of OBS after switching to studio mode. So you click on your settings. So this is a very quick course on OBS Studios. Yeah, so this is just like a general settings, your language and all that, blah blah blah. Then your appearance, the look, like you can change the theme. For those of you that are familiar with Java phones, in fact, there are themes for Android phones too, for launchers. So even Windows laptop, you use themes too. Yeah, so you can change the theme of your OBS Studio. Like you can try all these stuff out. These are not like really necessary for streaming and recording. So the major thing you need to, the major settings are what I'm showing you now. So the first one here is stream. So here is where you connect your platforms, your Facebook account, your YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, any platform you want to stream to use. So for here, you can only stream to one platform. That's like the default stream setting for OBS. Just one platform is allowed, but there are other ways to multi-stream, like you want to stream to different platforms at the same time. I'm going to show you that. So I'll be dropping a video on this same channel. So if you've not subscribed, do well to subscribe and turn on the notification, so when I drop that video you get notified and you can keep up with the whole stuff. All right, so let's come back here. I have OBS here installed. This is my stream setting. So if you click on this drop down, you have platforms, you have custom. So if I'm streaming custom, that means I'm getting my streaming server and key separately, like from the platform. So for platforms like Instagram and TikTok, you have to get your streaming server and your key to be able to stream to those platforms. There are other platforms like that. Then for YouTube, you can decide to connect your YouTube account directly on OBS. You can also do that with Facebook, and for Twitch too, you can do that. But so let's say if I want to connect my Facebook or YouTube account, I select YouTube and just click on connect account. So it will just automatically load my browser. All right, so you have to sign in on YouTube. So once you are done signing it, you'll be connected to OBS Studio, but that's not where we are going. So like, all right, so this is it. Once I'm done connecting, automatically you see your YouTube account name here, your YouTube channel name. Or if you want to use a streaming key, you can click on use stream key. That's like an advanced to it, like it's a manual way of connecting your live stream. So I get my YouTube stream key and I will just paste it here. Then I will just click on apply and click on OK. Then I can start streaming. So once I'm done with this, I can click on apply. Then you click on OK. Then if you want to go live, you click on start streaming to start streaming. Like once you click on start streaming, you see your video live. But so the next thing I'm going to show you on the setting is output. So let's go to output. So this is where like the major, so this is what we determine your video quality and your audio quality, be it your live streaming or your recording. So this is where you do the main thing. So first of all, I'm going to just have to switch this from simple to advanced, but you can leave it simple so that you will not come and start confusing yourself. So it's very like, this is like a basic way of setting it up. So this is my video bitrate. So let me just give you a quick tip on how your bitrate works. So if you are having, for example, if I'm streaming on a 2500 kilobit, this is kilobits per second. So there is difference between kbps and kbps. So we have bits and we have bytes. Kilobytes is, so 8 bits make 1 kilobyte, like make a kilobyte. So your network speed is in kilobits, not kilobytes. So for those of you who always say my network is 10 kilobytes per second, check what is there. If it's small letter b, know that it's kilobits. But if it's k big B, PS, so that's kilobytes per second. Kilobytes per second is higher than kilobits per second. I hope you get that. So let's continue. So I have your network will determine your bit rate, and your bit rate affects your video quality. If I'm streaming a bit rate of, you can even see there is written there bit rate, not byte rate. See, it's written there boldly, bit rate, not byte rate. So if you've been calling it bit rate, just know that you are getting it wrong. So it's called bit rate, not byte rate. I hope you get that. All right, so let's continue. So if I'm streaming a bit rate of 10,000 kilobits per second, that will mean that my network is above 10 kilobits per second. I hope you are getting that. Are you confused? It's very easy. So if you are going to stream on a bit rate of 10,000 kilobits per second, it means that your network will be at least 15 kilobits per second. So that, but if you have a very low network, if your network is falling very low, that means you have to reduce your bit rate to make your streaming smooth, but your video quality will drop. That's why you see that some people online, or you can watch two different live streams from two churches, different events, and you'll be like, these people are streaming 1080 and these people are also streaming 1080. Why is this video clearer than this one? I don't know if you've had that question before in your mind, or you've seen something like that. So this is what causes it. Some people stream higher bitrate because they have stronger network, hence their video quality is better. Then some stream on low bitrate, and because of their network, sometimes they might not even know that the bitrate affects their video quality, but it does. So the higher your bitrate, the clearer your video will be online. So I hope you get that. Just take note of that. So we also have audio bitrate. Your audio bitrate, just like we have video, your audio bitrate will affect your audio quality. So that's for that. Then video encoder. So we have the hardware encoder, then the software encoder. The hardware encoder will use your laptop encoder, like the strength. So your software encoder also. So this software encoder, what it does, you can see that it's X264. But for hardware, we have H264, right? So the hardware will use your system like directly. So you are setting it that this is what I must use. But if you are using the software encoder, it will. So for example, you have laptops that they have multiple processors, they have GPUs, dedicated GPUs. So it will choose the better one, like, so that it will not kill your laptop. It can just decide to like automatically set what's best for it. That's why you see X. X means, so usually X means cross-platform, like it can work anywhere. So but in this case, this X means that it will automatically adjust and select what's best for you to use. So that's what it will just do. So that's for that. Then recording. So under recording, you can set your recording path, where you want your recording saved. Your recording quality. So here you can choose different qualities. You want high quality file, like depending on what you want. So we all like good quality, so you can set it to the highest. But if your laptop is not very strong, just do something minimal. You can leave it as same as stream, or select low quality if you are just doing a live stream or recording, like you want to record, just because most times video quality shall shows on your video. So when you are recording, depending on how powerful your laptop is, choose what's best for your laptop. So for that video encoder, you can use X264 so that it will select what's best for you. The recording quality, you can just leave it same as stream. Recording format, you can choose different format. There is MP4, QuickTime. So my preferred format is .ts. I don't know why, but I just prefer it. So if you want, you can just explore other ones. So that's it. And then you can pick the audio track if you have multiple audios connected. So you can pick the audio track you want recorded with the video. So that's it. Replay buffer. So that one, you don't need that here. It's for majorly for those that do sports. So when you watch sports, you see replays. So that's what they do with replay buffer. So you can come to audio. So under your audio settings, you have your sample rates, you have your channels. So you can either set your channels to stereo or mono. So what's the difference between stereo and mono? So majorly we do it stereo and mono. So mono is like mono. What mono does is it merges all your audios together and you get one audio output. But for stereo, it will bring all the audios connected and separate them in two. So it depends on how you pan it now. So you can pan some to the right, pan some to the left. So if you have idea about sound, you understand what I'm talking about. So you can, it's just basically mono is one now. Mono is one. So all your audios become one if you are setting it to mono. Then for stereo, they come separated. So there are times that you are streaming and you plug your earpiece or you're trying to get the sound, you hear the audio from one ear. You know that your on your audio settings, it's on mono, is on stereo. So stereo is what does that. So if you are streaming on stereo, your audios are separated. So you get left and right audio separately. So if you remove one of the ears, you still hear. But if it's on mono, mono will give everything straight. So most times when we use mono is maybe there are not enough cables. Stereo is like the best way. Like I prefer streaming on stereo because you have to balance your right ear and your left ear. So you can only do that with stereo. But if you are having mono, everything straight, it's coming straight, direct. Everything has been joined together and they're passing through one channel. So they are coming straight, all the whole sounds together. So that's it. So you can add different audio sources. So you can add different audio inputs, sorry. And you can also call them sources. They are called sources actually. Different audio inputs. So mic auxiliary audio. So these are your audio input. You can add up to 4. You can even add more from there. We'll get there from the sources. So that's it. Then meters. Your audio meters are I think I already showed you from the dock your audio meters, so you can see how they work here. Like you want them to be fast, you want them to be slow, so that's just how it works. then hotkeys. So you can also set shortcuts for controlling your audio. That's like another special and very sweet feature in OBS that you can use. So you can set shortcuts from your keyboard. So instead of moving your mouse to try to select something, you can just pick. You can pick any of the. You can just pick any of the buttons from your keyboard and set the shortcut there. All right. So for me, I have my laptop has a keyboard with numeric pad. So my shortcuts are usually set on the numeric pad. So be on a safe side. So that when you want to type something and you are streaming, you will not mistakenly go and press a shortcut on OBS and start displaying what you are not supposed to display online. So when you are setting your shortcut, make sure you set them on your numeric keypad if you have that. But if you don't have a numeric keypad, what you should do is set your shortcuts or hotkeys. They are called hotkeys here. Set your hotkeys on keys you don't regularly use. So we have the tilde key on your keyboard. We have, okay, let me just say the numeric keypads, the number buttons. You can use some of those ones, but set them in buttons or keys you don't regularly use, keys that you hardly use. That's where you set your hotkeys. So that's what I. All right, the next thing I'm going to talk about is video. So this is where you set your video resolution for your OBS Studio. So here is on 1080. So the base canvas resolution is your preview scene, your preview like your preview. Then this your output. So me, I just prefer to set everything here to be 1080. So this can also affect your recording. If I set this to output 720 pixel now and I go live, my video will come into 720 pixel. So make sure you check this out. But if your laptop is not very strong or your network too, you can drop your output resolution to 720p. So that's it. Then you can also choose your frame rate. There are different frame rates you can choose from. So preferably we use 30 frames per second for streaming. So that's like the best option. Record in 30 frames per second to running OBS. So if you want to set shortcuts on OBS, come to hotkeys. So here, major things I set shortcuts for transition, my main camera, my main scene, and maybe audio controls. So you can set all your hotkeys here and just customize it for you. So this will determine what you want, how you want it, and it's your own choice. So you can decide to set, if I want to set, or you can decide to set your transition on backspace, enter, anyone is still okay, as long as it's what you are comfortable with. Nobody will beat you for that. So that's it. All right, so next we don't this. All right, so we are done with the setup for OBS. Then so I just click on apply once I'm done with any of my setup and click on OK. So when you are logged into YouTube, you get this. I'm not logged in, that's why I didn't get my YouTube channel showing you. So you have other docs that will come up, but let me just remove this doc. I don't want it. All right, so this is my, okay, let me start from scene. Short explanation of a scene. A scene is like a container where you put sources. So I've not talked about sources. Let me just show you what sources are. So your source doc is where you bring in your sources, your inputs. Let me call inputs. So why I will not say inputs, because if I limit input to sources, we also have audio mixer, which also contains input. So let's take the audio mixer doc also as a source. Then your sources here. So the difference between these two is that your audio is what you are hearing. Everything you hear comes to audio mixer. Everything you see comes to sources. Very easy, right? Everything you hear comes to audio. Everything you see goes to sources. So the scene is, a scene can contain multiple sources. Also, a source can contain scene. So let's say, for example, let me bring this now. I have this bag as a scene. I have this as a scene. So I have this too. This is a mic. This is a source. This is a source. I can put this is a source. I put it here. So this is a scene. I put it here. I cover it. So I have a scene now. This is one scene here. Then I have this scene. So you can have a scene inside a scene, not a scene inside a source. Sorry. So this is I can also put this here. I'm going to show you. So I can put other sources and scenes together. But so the difference is that you can have multiple sources in a scene. You can also have other scenes inside a scene. So a source is what you are bringing in as an input. So let's go into it now. So what are my sources? The first thing I need to know is one from the source. This is everything source you can add to a scene. So this is a scene. You see now that you can input your scene into a scene. Media source. You can bring in media sources. So the example of a media source is a video file and audio file. So you can bring them in as sources. Then we have image slideshow. You can bring in slideshows inside OBS that you can use and all that. Then we have images. You can bring in images. You can capture your games. So there are people that do gaming and stream them online or record their gameplay. So you can do that on OBS also. So this is game capture. So this is specially for streaming or capturing your games. Then we have display capture. Display capture is like what you do, sharing your screens and displaying. Maybe you want to show what you are doing. Example of this is what I'm exactly doing here. So I'm doing display capture here by showing you my OBS screen. That's display capture. Then color source, you can bring in colors and different things. Then we have the browser. You can bring in browser. You can visit a website inside OBS and all that. Then audio output source, you can pick your audio output. So something you are sending out, you want to like maybe show something else, or you can bring it inside OBS. Then input capture. So the input capture is bringing in mic. So exactly what I showed you in the audio setting, you can also bring audio as an input, like what I mentioned before. So you can use audio as a source, but it will also show on your audio mixer. So anything that has sound inside OBS, it will be on a source, but you will see it in your audio mixer. Once you transition in, once you send it to your program scene, so you see it there. Then application audio capture. So there are different things. So you can bring in text in OBS. Text. You can bring in texts. So you see videos where you see text scrolling or stuff like that. You can do them inside OBS. Animated text, you can do it. Video capture device. So a video example of a video capture device is your capture card. So if you want to bring in your camera to OBS, you need a capture card or a video switcher. So once any of them is connected, once you select video capture device, you just name it. Maybe let me say camera. So I'll say camera and press enter. So if anything camera, it automatically recognizes it. So this is it now. I can just select. This is my laptop camera. You can see other camera options here that you can pick from. So this is it. So let me just do a quick tip. I bring in my camera, then I fit it to the screen. So once you can either decide to click and drag to scale. You can right click and you go to transform. So you see everything. Fit to screen. So the shortcuts are here. So fit to screen, then my camera will be automatically fitted to the screen. Then I can add. Make sure you arrange your OBS interface in a way that anybody can come and understand what is there, to make it very easy. Because there are people that, in fact, me, I've been a victim. The way I use OBS before, I just pack sources, pack scenes, just like that, and when somebody comes, the person might not even understand what's going on there. But this thing, I will just give you a quick tip. Bring in your sources first, clean as scenes, your major ones. So for example, now this camera, I'll rename it here on this scene as cam. So this is my scene now. Then if I'm bringing in another one, let's say I need a thumbnail and all that, so I can just click here, then I'll call it thumbnail, then I'll click on OK. So I add my source. It's an image, so thumbnail. So one funny thing about OBS is you cannot reuse names. So once I've used thumbnail, I can't use thumbnail again. I have to either add a number or just shorten it. So I'm bringing in my thumbnail. So this is my thumbnail. So why I said you should bring in your sources first, like first bring them in scenes, then you start creating your major scenes. So if I want to create, so this one is cam, contains camera, this thumbnail. So I can just add a new one and name it. What should we name it now? Let's say main cam. So this is what I want to go live with. So I can take it up. Then here I want to add my scene. Then add my camera. Then I can bring in my logo if I have any logo I want to put. Let me see if I have any logo here I can put, but I'm not sure there is a logo. Can this work? Okay, yes. So let me just take this as let me just use this as my logo. This is not my logo, so I can put it anywhere. So you can click, arrange it anywhere you want it. So once I'm done, can transition. So why I'm putting these ones here, so let me show you what I do. So I have something I call subscene or nested scene or something. Yeah. So you can do them like this. So it looks like a tree. So these are my, this is what is going live. These are clean feeds. So if I want to add a new one now, and maybe I want something split, so I can just say split screen. You can, it depends on what you need it for. So for split, I need my camera and my thumbnail. So I'm creating exactly what I'm doing with this video now. So I have, no, I'm not adding a scene. It's a source. So I have my camera, main cam. Then I want to add my thumbnail. Where is my thumbnail? So it's, sorry. So I want to add my thumbnail. It's not thumbnail though, but then, so I can just reduce this here. Then on the camera, I can take it here. So you can see now. So I will just have to crop this. Let me bring it up. So you can arrange your layers. So they also come in layers. So if I want to crop this, I hold Alt button, then click and drag this like this. Then hold Alt, click here and bring it this way. Alt, then. So this is exactly what we have on the screen, right? Yes, so this is how you can create layouts on OBS. This is how you can create layouts on OBS. So this, you can see how organized this is. Anybody can come now and the person will, okay. So why this is very easy is that in this case, you just click here. You know this is your, this is your main cam. You click on transition here. You click on transition. If you want a clean feed, yeah, click on transition. So it will make it very easy for you to use. Then anybody too can come and use your OBS. You get, you understand? So that's it. Don't mind my laptop camera is not looking nice at all. So that is for that. So what's here on your audio, what you can do, so where I mentioned that you can select, or you can also select audios from here by just right clicking, go to properties. The same options you see on your audio settings, you get them here also. So you can pick any one, then click on OK. Then you can click on this for advanced audio properties. So once you click on it, you see your, all those other options we were seeing there, get them here. So for example, if you, maybe you go live, or you want, you input an audio and you are not getting any feedback from your system, this is where you can fix that issue. So you can come here, you see this audio monitoring, just come here and click on the drop down for any of the mic you have inputted. So if you say monitor off, you won't get feedback from your laptop, you won't get personal feedback, but it will go live. So the only way you get your audio is by going live to check, and it's not even really nice. It's not nice. I struggled with this for a very, very long time when I was trying to. So it took, in fact, when I discovered this, I was like, God, what's this? What is this? But finally, when I got it, it's made things easy for me. I could monitor my audio before going live. You can even try to get your audio feedback without it going live by setting it to monitor only. So once you set it to monitor only, you'll be able to get your audio feedback while you are maybe other stuff are going on online. Maybe you are playing a video or something, you are streaming or something. You want to test a separate audio, you can get it here. Then for monitor and output, once you set it to monitor and output, it means you want to hear it and it should also be broadcasted. So very easy. Then you can select different audio tracks. You can maybe once your audio is at peak here and people can still get it or is not even getting up to this yellow point, you can add more volume from here, like an extra volume. You can add more. Then just close here. Then one thing you should note about audio, if you have an audio that is not hitting yellow, your audio is low, people will start complaining online. If your audio is not hitting yellow, people will start complaining online. Even when it's on yellow, they will complain. Talk less of when it's not even getting to yellow. So the best like the best audio volume you should have, I'll just give you my recommendation. It should be between minus 10 decibels and minus 5. So if you have an audio around that range, nobody will complain. You have a perfect volume and everything will be going smooth. So take note of that. Then come to scene transitions. This is where you can select your transition. So transition is what is going on here. This is what transition is. So is what happens when you switch between scenes. Cut, see what cut does. Fade. So this is just like timing. So transition duration, if I do fade to black, it just goes dark. Then I can maybe bring this one back. So you can add other transitions to this place if you want to by just coming here, fade, select it and click plus. So this is not a complete course on OBS, but this will get you started with OBS. If you even watch this course, we just put you on the track, and in fact, with this you can do everything perfectly. But if for a detailed, like you want to learn details like in OBS, sorry. So you can add this and add all that, and you can add more transitions. So the OBS, like you remember I mentioned that OBS was cross-platform and it was open source. So this has made it very flexible in a way that you can bring in more things and add to OBS. You can bring in features, you can bring in more plugins and all that. So you can add move transition to OBS. So move, don't worry, there are other videos on this channel I will be dropping that I will show you how you can get all these things done. You can add move transition and all that. Then that's for that. You can start your recording here. You can start OBS virtual camera. So you want to use OBS like your OBS output as another feed, maybe for a different software. You can do that by just using your virtual camera. So this is for that about the OBS class, and I hope you get everything. I hope you understand, and I hope all right. So this is the end of the OBS crash course. If you want to learn more about live streaming and recording of videos, you can always come back to this channel and I will be releasing a full course, a detailed course on how you can stream using OBS Studios, like a detailed course where I explained each step. I went in details with everything I just showed you. Like, it will give you a better understanding of how you can stream and how you can record using OBS Studios. So I'll just close this. That's the end of the class. So if you want to get, if you want to know more about streaming and recording with OBS Studios, you can. If you want to know more about streaming and recording using OBS Studios, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on your notifications so that whenever I drop any new video, you get notified. And also, I'll be dropping a course on OBS, and stay tuned for that course. Don't miss it. It's a full course on how to live stream, how to set up your live stream, the requirements, and everything you need. So I'll be dropping that soon. So just stay tuned and make sure you are subscribed to this channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification. Also, make sure you share this video with your friends and share it with others that will be needing it. Thank you for watching this video. See you in my next video.